These are my 6 newest fragrance pickups, and if you're wondering why none of the bottles are full, it's because I buy partials, otherwise I'd never actually finish a bottle. Let's start with one you've probably never heard of. This is Blood of the River Nile by Anomalous Parfums. Anomalous Parfums is an indie niche fragrance house from Australia, and Blood of the River Nile is inspired by ancient Egypt and the Nile as both a life source and something dangerous. It's meant to feel historically ritualistic and almost violent. On skin, Blood of the River Nile opens very dark and heavy. It's very spicy, intensy, and oud heavy, and the oud in this fragrance gives off a very metallic and almost sharp vibe. This is intense, not easy, and definitely not something to wear to be safe, so watch out when you're wearing this, but it's an amazing fragrance. Next up is Russian Tea by Mosque Milano. Russian tea is inspired by old Russian tea rooms. Cold weather outside, warm black tea inside, with leather chairs, books, and cigarette smoke in the air. It's meant more to be an introspective and nostalgic fragrance rather than something just to smell good. That's not to say it smells bad though, it actually smells really, really good. Russian tea smells like photorealistic mint tea with raspberry juice in it. I'm not sure if raspberry juice is a thing, but that's what I get. The raspberry is really tart and it complements the bitterness of the tea so well. And the mint and leather combination balance each other out perfectly to make it not too overpowering. This is definitely more of an artistic fragrance because not everyone wants to smell like a tea bag, and whether you do is definitely up to you. Anyways, next up is by the House of Vertus, and this is Sol Patchouli. Even if you're someone who does not like patchouli, I'd recommend you check this out because this is a very unique take on patchouli. I'm not the biggest patchouli fan, but I actually do really enjoy this fragrance. The patchouli in Sol Patchouli is more of an herbal and green rather than dirty or earthy patchouli. There's also a really unique combination of civet and marshmallow in the base, which gives it this almost fluffy, sweet, and animalic touch. The civet gives off an animalic muskiness, and the marshmallow is a little bit of a vanillic and fluffy marshmallow. And when you compare that to the greenness of the patchouli, it's a really nice combination that has not been done before. If you want something masculine and extremely unique, then definitely check out Sol Patchouli because I promise you will not smell like anyone else. From the Turkish house of Nishane, this is Oolong Cha. This is another tea fragrance, but this is done completely differently from Mosque Milano's Russian tea. Oolong Cha is very, very green. It reminds me of the grass in the summer where the dew is on it and it gives that kind of sweet vibe, but it's still a little bit bitter and herbal. The tea here is very realistic and also very bitter too, and there's a beautiful citrus note that gives it a little bit of tartness and balances out the bitterness of the rest of the fragrance. Oolong Cha is a very nostalgic fragrance and it reminds me of my childhood in the summertime a lot, and I really like it. Next up is from my favorite artistic niche house of all time. This is Dodo by the House of Zoologist. Zoologist is a Canadian brand that creates fragrances based on the idea and the habitats of different animals. Dodo is very tropical, camphoric, and spicy all at the same time. If any one of you watching has smelled any fragrances from Zoologist, you know that they're all very unique, very challenging, and very artistic, so I promise I'm not lying about how I'm about to describe this fragrance. Alright, imagine the smell of a juicy, ripe pineapple mixed with camphoric and herbalness, and combine that with the smell of armpits, and that is exactly what Dodo smells like. It's very transportive and unique, but I would not suggest wearing this in public because people may think that you smell like body odor. This is such a cool fragrance though, and any Zoologist to me is full bottle worthy, so I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Next up, for my favorite non-artisanal niche brand, this is Journeyman by Amouage. Amouage is an Omani brand with some of the highest quality ingredients and some of the most beautiful compositions in all of perfumery, and Journeyman is no different. Journeyman opens with a unique Sichuan pepper note and is combined with a smoky incense and a sweet tonka that give the fragrance an almost sweet and saucy aroma. At least in the opening, Journeyman almost smells like it could be the new signature sauce for Chick-fil-A. The dry down keeps that same saucy vibe, but incorporates leather and more tonka bean, and it gives the fragrance a smooth, dark, masculine, and creamy feeling. If you're someone who's interested in getting into more spicy and oriental fragrances, I think that Journeyman is an amazing one to start with for Amouage. It's less intense and more mass appealing than Amouage's Interlude Man, but it's way more unique and better blended than 99% of other fragrances out there while still providing some sense of mass appeal. That was a quick review on my 6 most recent bottle pickups. Let me know if you smelled any of these and let me know how you feel about them.